All right, y'all. So, fun fact. I am not allergic to hard work. Like, I'm really not. I would much rather clean a barn full of poopy horse stalls than clean one cat litter box. True story. However, I am all about working smarter, not harder. And I feel like there's a lot of things in SEO and building your business and in content marketing in general that, you know what, they are hard work, right? They require effort, they require time, they require detail oriented thinking and action. But, there are some things, 4 things to be exact, in today's podcast that are really just lazy ways to increase your website traffic without a whole lot of effort. So if you're like me and there are days when you're like, can I just hit the easy button, please? And you want to increase your website traffic and capitalize on what you're already doing, then be prepared to take notes and implement these 4 lazy ways to increase your website traffic without even breaking a sweat. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. Okay, so I remember when I was in math class. I don't know why I'm thinking about math a lot lately, but I am. Anyway, I was in math class and I had this one teacher, and they would show me like the hardest possible way to do whatever this new type of problem was, and then the next day they would show you the easy way. And I just remember being so mad that they didn't show me the easy way first. Now, I'm sure there's some sort of like logic and reasoning and, brain development thing behind that. But y'all, I just feel like life is hard enough and growing an online business is hard enough that, you know what, sometimes that easy button is just really nice. So today, I'm going to give you those 4 easy ways that I found to increase traffic to our website and clients' websites without a whole lot of extra effort, okay? So the number one way that I want to chat about today is to host booking links directly on your website. A while back, this was one of those like, oh, duh moments because I get a ton of leads from my podcast. Thanks guys. But what I was doing was I was essentially sending all of those links and all of those clicks to somebody else's website, which was whatever booking platform I was using at the time. And then when I decided to change booking platforms, it was a pain in the butt to fix it because I had to go back through and have somebody on my team replace all of the links that were going to my previous booking platform, which was Calendly, and then move them all over to my current booking platform, which is TidyCal. And that doesn't seem like a small thing until you have 150 plus podcasts and blogs, and you have email templates and all of these things that you need to update links for. And so when I decided to change booking platforms, and I was like, oh man, I've got to fix this. And then I was like, what if I had changed booking platforms again? And so then I had this big like light bulb moment. And I was like, gosh dang it, Faith, why are you doing this? Why don't you just build out a static page on your website where you can update these things in one place and you can change booking platforms 900 times a year if you want to? So what I have done and what I recommend you do, learn from my mistakes, is I have a booking page on my website. It's faithhannon.com/booking. And what it does is I have like each type of thing that you can book for there. And then from that page, it links to the individual call types on my current booking platform, which is TidyCal. So that if someday I'm like, hey, I want to switch to this booking platform, or I want to switch to, this CRM, all I have to update is one link for each type of call. I don't have to go back through or have somebody on my team go back through and update a bunch of links all over the interwebs. And not only does that save a ton of time and effort and money and manpower, but then every single one of those clicks coming directly from my podcast or a blog or, a collaboration, they're going to my website. They're generating traffic for my website and then giving people an opportunity, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, to click around on my website and say, oh, I would like it if, I could learn more about this, or maybe she can help me with this, or maybe I'll sign up for this freebie, or maybe this or this or this. Like, why waste that valuable traffic? Okay. The second lazy way to increase website traffic is to link directly to your own relevant content in these 3 places. Okay. 1, in your emails. I always want some place for somebody that reads my emails to go and click and read or consume some valuable content that's relevant to what I've just been chatting about in the email, okay? Number 2, I would like you to link directly to your own content, your own blogs in your onboarding sequence. Like if you are a photographer and you have, a lead funnel, or you've got like client magazine that you're preparing your client, then link to some things like, oh, hey, you want to know how to plan spring outfits? A few more tips, go read this blog. There's no harm in giving people opportunities to consume more of your content. In fact, they're already consuming your content. They probably would like more helpful content. And then the third place that I want you to link to relevant content within your own stuff is in your social media content. Obviously, that's not something that's a huge part of our strategy, but for the love of all things holy, please do not send that valuable traffic to some weird Canva link that creates a quote website or a link tree, whatever, if you can avoid it. Ultimately, if you have a very holistic content strategy like you should, then everything is going to stem out of your website. And so it's going to be really easy to create a social media post based on a blog post and then link back to that blog post. If you haven't already downloaded my content repurposing cheat sheet, make sure to grab that and then take that and use that to make all of your content forever and ever and ever. Amen. Okay. But really, you've already created the stuff. So don't be afraid to market it again, because again, we are all busy. We're all inundated with content. We're all inundated with so many messages on the daily that sometimes we just need reminded. Okay? Ain't no shame in my reminding game over here, and there shouldn't be in y'all's either. Okay, the third place that I want you to use my lazy ways to increase your website traffic is this. I want you to repurpose your podcast or YouTube content as a blog and then link to the blog in the podcast description or the YouTube description. You're already going to the work to create great content, great workflow, great outline, whatever for your podcast or YouTube. You might as well be repurposing it. And honest to goodness, I don't think that one form of long form content is enough for most businesses anymore. And really, it's kind of good to have 2 baskets with two bunches of eggs, okay? Instead of having all of your eggs in one basket. I go into more detail on this theory of having more than one form of long form content and how to do it without going crazy in episode 170. So make sure that you go back and listen to that if you haven't already. And then number 4 is my favorite way to increase website traffic without any extra work. Well, hey there, pal. I just wanted to take a minute and tell you about a coaching call offer that I have for you. Are you tired of having to guess at what keywords you actually need to get more traffic to and more sales from your website? Do you feel like you're just fumbling around in the dark with your SEO strategy? Do you second guess yourself every month when it's time to plan your content? What if we could fix literally all of that in 1 hour? In a 1 hour coaching session, we'll powwow over Zoom and hash out your best fit SEO strategy and the ideal keywords for your business and your goals. You'll walk away with the exact right keywords, page titles, and H1 text for your main website pages. You'll get a blog strategy for the next 4 blogs, complete with SEO-friendly, click-worthy titles, and as a bonus, a Google Analytics tracking template and a bonus module for my course on the house. So go to faithhannon.com/booking to grab your spot now, or click the link in the show notes. Spots are limited and they fill up fast, so don't waste any more time fiddle-farting around with the spaghetti at the wall approach. Let's get a solid SEO strategy locked and loaded and ready to go for you so that you can reach more of your people with your God-given gifts in business. And number 4 is this. If you do work for clients, like I do, ask if it's okay to have some backlinks to your website and your content appropriately placed. This is probably my favorite because, for one thing, when I'm doing client work, it's for people that I love, like as people and as clients, and as people that I'm proud to be working with, and I hope vice versa. And so I love to include just a proudly written byline at the end of blogs that we've written for clients. Now, obviously, if the client's not okay with this, don't do it. But for the most part, I've never had a client say no because it's like, oh yeah, sure. And this does not look poorly on the client at all, because one, it shows that this brand, this company, this client cares enough about their content to outsource it well, all right? And truth be told, nobody expects a big brand, or even some smaller brands, honestly, to be creating every ounce of content themselves. And it shows also, hint, hint, it shows the Google fairies that you're not just using AI and slapping up a blog, because it links back to a relevant website. It links back to, like real human written content. Now, obviously, if you're doing some client work or you're just doing work for websites that maybe aren't so reputable, then I wouldn't do this, because Google is going to see the backlinks to shady websites and be like, better not send them traffic. But if you're working for great brands, which I hope you are, I am, then I would not hesitate to ask if you can include a byline and then link to, one of your blogs on that client's website. That's really one of my favorite ways to generate website traffic. And it's so easy, right? It requires no extra work. So BT Dubs, we actually currently have an opening for one more monthly content client. If you are somebody that you are struggling to keep up with blog creation and you're ready to start spending your time on what you're great at in your business, then schedule a discovery call. We'll chat and see if it's the best fit. And if you're somebody that you already have a podcast or a blog, or a podcast or a YouTube video, and you're not repurposing that for a blog strategically, then reach out as well, because we now offer that service, and it's less of an investment because you're already creating the content and we're just repurposing it in an SEO friendly way. Because I don't want you to feel like you either have to spend 8,000 hours a week working to keep up with your content creation, nor do I want you to feel like you have to hand everything off to some random contractor that doesn't care. Because our team, my team, we care deeply about the businesses that we help. We care deeply about the clients that we help. And honest to goodness, like the conversations that go back and forth between my assistant and I about these businesses that we help and about the people, like we deeply care. And I drop names in places that I'm not paid to drop names, if that makes sense. Like when I have a client that we love, and we love all of our clients, and I am in a room or on a Facebook page or whatever with somebody that can be helped by that client, of course I'm going to drop your names. And that's not something that's written in the contract, but I just want you to know that when you partner with us, when you allow us to take content creation off your plate and start getting you traffic without you having to worry about it, you truly have somebody in your corner who cares about you and cares about your business. And we're going to do our best to do things that are only in your business's best interest. So if you're ready to up your traffic, get more website traffic, like up to 12,000% more website traffic for one of our clients, y'all. No joke. If you're ready for that kind of traffic increase, then set up a discovery call. We'll chat and just see if this is a good fit for your business or not. And if not, that's okay. Then we got to chat for 20 minutes on Zoom. All right, y'all. I hope that you have a great rest of your week. And don't be scared to put these 4 tips into your workflow. Get these things rocking and rolling to get more website traffic the lazy but easy and effective way. Number 1, host the booking links on your website. Number 2, link directly to relevant content in your emails, onboarding, and social media. Number 3, repurpose that podcast or YouTube content as blogs and then link in the descriptions. And then if you do work for clients, ask if it's okay to have some backlinks appropriately placed in the content. All right, y'all, we'll chat with you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.